Hi, I'm Deb, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Yoga Bites with Deb. Today we have a practice you can do any time of day. I'm doing it more towards the middle of my day, just to give me a little stretch to help me get through the rest of my day, stretch out some of these muscles. You might like to use some blocks, so I recommend you grab them, but you can do this practice without them. So I hope you'll join me in a seated position. Come into seated staff pose. So our legs are extended straight out in front of us, and you want to sit up nice and tall. So I like to kind of wiggle around so I can sit up onto that tailbone and lengthen the spine, flexing my feet. And then I'm going to extend my arms out at shoulder level. I'm going to inhale, scoop the belly in, lean back, flex the palms and bring them together. Interlace the fingers, point the toes, come forward. Exhale. Inhale, lift up, flex those feet. Exhale, open the arms. Inhale, scoop and round. Exhale, point the toes, the feet, the fingers, sorry. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale. Last round like this. Open the arms. From here, we're going to bring the soles of our feet together. Bound ankle pose or butterfly pose. Same idea. Inhale, scoop the belly, lean back. Exhale, point the fingers forward. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, open. Inhale, scoop and round. Point. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, open. Last round like this. And then we're going to extend the legs so they're wide. Same idea. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, scoop, point the toes, come forward. Inhale up, flex the feet. Exhale, open. Inhale, round. Flex those feet. Exhale, open. One last round. Open and release. Good. Let's just take our fingertips behind us, tilt, tuck our chin in, maybe bring the hands forward as long as there's length in the spine, flex those feet, maybe lower the forearms down, just depending on your flexibility. Slowly walk yourself up, help your legs in. I'm going to cross at my ankles and come up onto my hands and knees. Now you might want blocks close by. Spreading your fingers apart. Exhale to our cat. Inhale to our cow. Neutral spine, belly is in, extending that right leg, bending the knee, flex the foot, extend the left arm if you like, or reach back and grab for the foot, push the foot into the hands. Breathing. Release the hand down, belly's in. Let's step this right foot forward and come into our lunge. Low lunge here. You could use your blocks to raise the ground up. Root down and lengthen up. From here, curl the back toes under, belly's in. Lift the back knee up. Maybe turn the blocks up higher to more of a high lunge. Root down, lengthen up. Belly is in. Maybe let's step the back foot in closer, plant the whole foot down, and we're going to come into pyramid pose. So you want to draw your right hip back, your left hip forward, and you want to lengthen your spine, and we work to straighten the front legs. So maybe we can't straighten it all the way, that's okay. So we could stay here with this lengthened spine. Again, right hip back, left hip forward, nice and lengthened, just looking at the mat. Really plant the big toe mound down, the whole foot down. Notice if you want to roll onto the baby toe side. And then if it feels okay, you could bow your head down and look towards your knee. Lengthening back up, bend into the front knee, step that back leg a little further back, come back to our high lunge, and then lower down into our low lunge, uncurl the toes, and let's add a twist. So belly is in. I'm going to take my left elbow, cross it over to the right side of my knee, press my palms together, and draw my right shoulder back. Slowly untwist. Lower the hands down, and let's come back to our hands and knees. Exhale to our cat. Inhale to our cow. Belly is in. Extend left leg, bend the knee, flex the foot. Hold here, or maybe add the right arm. Or maybe reach back and grab for the foot, pressing the foot into the hands. Make sure you can breathe. Release. Step that left foot forward into our low lunge. Grab for those blocks. Root down and lengthen up. Press that back foot down into the mat. Make sure your front knee is not going past your toes. Then curl the toe under and lift the knee up. Maybe lift the blocks up. Find length through your spine. And then take that back foot, step it in a little closer so you could plant the whole foot down. And we're trying to get our right hip to come forward, our left hip to come back. And we're trying to straighten the front leg any amount. It doesn't have to be completely straight. Your back could be straight, just looking down. Or we could bow our head towards the knee. Keep right hip forward, left hip back. Lengthening the spine, bend the front knee, step that right leg back, lower the knee, uncurl the toes. Adding our twist, belly is in, right elbow to the outside of our left knee, palms to the heart, and then we gently draw that left shoulder back. Squeeze everything in, breathing. Slowly untwist, step that leg back, come back to our hands and knees, press back to our child's pose. And then coming up onto our forearms, just sliding all the way down onto our belly, into our Sphinx pose, root down, lengthen up, squeeze the shoulder blades back. Release down, clasp the hands into the low back. So our locust pose, squeeze the shoulder blades back, belly's in, lift the chest up, reach the arms down the body, float the legs up. Release down, press back, child's pose. Walk your hands to one side, nice side bend. Walk your hands to the other side. And walk your hands to center. And then let's come up, let's flip on over to our backs and come into our bridge pose. So there's nothing behind your head. Lying on your backs with your knees bent, walking those feet in as close as you feel comfortable. They're approximately hip distance apart. They might be a little bit wider depending on how your body feels, your knees and everything. Arms by your sides, belly is in, lift the buttocks, Peel each vertebrae up off the mat. So remember, when we're balancing onto our head and shoulders, there's no pressure into our neck. We might choose to clasp our hands underneath and roll onto one shoulder to tuck the other shoulder under. And the same to the other side. Root down, press those hips up high as we're breathing. Release the hands, uncurl the shoulders, lower down. Feet as wide as the mat, little windshield wipers side to side. And then we're just going to end our practice with our happy baby pose. So pulling our knees towards our chest, spreading the knees apart. You either take your hands on the outside of the legs and then lift those feet up, or take the hands on the inside. Maybe you can grab your ankles and lift the feet up, or you can grab your whole foot. So the idea is you want your tailbone pressing into the mat. So if it's not, maybe you're holding too high on your legs, maybe you lower to the shins or just behind the thighs. So you want your whole spine pressed to the mat, your knees wider than the hips, and you're lifting the feet up to face the ceiling. And then we just breathe. Release those feet, hug the knees in, maybe a few circles, relax your low back, circle in the other direction. And that is our yoga bite for today. I highly encourage you to click on the Shavasana if you have some time, the Shavasana video, and relax for a few moments longer. But thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.